I was asked to weigh in on the arsonists that are being caught down in the LA area and my thoughts on that and the way that ties in with the video that I did yesterday about, well, I guess we could call it as Sigmund Freud called it in his book Civilization and its discontent. Only now we have the uncivilization and rising discontent. Let's get into it today. And a very good morning to you. This is going to be a short one today, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, why not join in? I've been doing a lot of commentary that people seem to really be enjoying here, getting 2025 off to a start, and I would love you to be a part of that. I'll do an update on general rancho things and myself coming up this week, but this is really important because these fires are far from over in Los Angeles. And the thing that really shocks people the most about these fires is that you have people out there that are being caught with blowtorches and other incendiary devices setting fire to hills in LA. One was caught this morning walking around, and he was standing right in front of a brush fire which was already flaring up. Thank goodness the LA County or associated fire departments were able to get in there and get it out. Why would somebody do that? You have to ask yourself this too. Why would somebody take a car at a German Christmas night market, plow into people and kill X number of people, including children? Why would a person get in a car in New Orleans and plow down and kill 10, 14 people on the sidewalks enjoying themselves? Because more and more people in society have, well, for lack of a better way, they've lost their moral mind here, and they feel like oftentimes that there's nothing to lose whatsoever. And in the old days, we would be able to more or less suppress those kind of feelings. I remember back in, I think, the 1970s, we had a guy up in the bell tower at University of Texas or whatever, shooting people down there. Well, that was major. That was almost like unprecedented in terms of what was going on. Now we have mass shootings and things, and it hardly raises an eyebrow anymore. We just basically think, well, what's tomorrow going to bring? But now we see the destructive intent that some people have, and well, some people just, they haven't been raised right with the right values and the right sort of mental frame of mind growing up. And like I said, B, they feel like they have nothing to lose by, well, striking out either through jealousy, which is probably a strong motivator too. One of the deadly human vices, jealousy and envy. And to think about people living that high life when you may be struggling, this dichotomy of the very wealthy and the very poor. We don't know the these people's circumstances. I don't want to call them gentlemen. We don't know the circumstances of their economic or living situations or whatever. We just know that there must be some motivation to be doing that. And the one that's really behind the scenes, if we think about things like envy and notoriety, that even if you never tell anybody else that you did that, you tell you I did that myself and I caused all that destruction. We don't even know what caused these fires to begin with. Was it SoCal Edison? Right? Did we have a few nut jobs riding around in those first hours setting fires? Well, fire investigators, of course, will figure it out. They figure out every fire. They did here in 2017 with down power lines for PG&E. But it also shows you the extent that the mental capacity of some people is just, it just totally goes over to the demonic frame of mind now, where destroy is all these people know how to do. It's the thought in their mind that dominates their thinking is, how can I do evil today? And unfortunately, this person also asked me, do you think that things will get better over time? unfortunately, they won't get better over time because there's nothing to turn this trend around, and there's a lot of things to accelerate this trend going forward. You're going to see a lot of economic stresses coming in 2025. We're going to be talking about a big one coming up, so you want to be a part of that. But that's, I fear, is going to put a lot of people over the edge. And we have a society that's used to being taken care of here to a large extent with programs from top to bottom. And when those programs start to get withdrawn, you have what I call the hothouse orchid effect, which means you have people that are suddenly exposed to the ravages of a world that can provide less for them in the way of support, and they're kind of on their own, and well, some measure of them are going to go the same way that orchids do when they leave the hothouse in winter, right? It's not going to be a pretty sight. So the hothouse orchid syndrome is definitely what's going on right now, and also given the scale of population and the fact that the government has done so much for so many people on so many levels doesn't bode well as cutbacks become the order today. So sad to say, yeah, I don't see anything to reverse the trend. A trend in motion tends to remain in motion until acted on by an equal and opposite force. Well, we know what the equal and opposite force is, but that has really flown the coop in this day and age. Thanks for watching, everybody. Your thumbs up are appreciated. And of course, I welcome your comments down below. And once again, if you're not subscribed and you're enjoying the commentary, take a second to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and also that bell for all notifications. Thanks for watching, everybody.